Hi Thomas, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Ian?
Fine, thanks. Yeah. So, how do you assess that game overall? I mean, we dominated on shots, couldn't get the result though.
Yeah, I think we played a decent game, not a top performance, but we put one of those performances in that in many games is enough to get 3 points. Also, I think if you look at the chances and even we came back down 1-0, I think we did enough to win the game. I think we could have performed even better, but still enough. The only thing I would say we lacked a bit was a little bit more coolness throughout the game in the build-up and in the final third. But we came in enough dangerous situations. I think my team deserve a lot of credit for keep pushing and keep showing a top mentality to want to come back in the game and never stop mentality. I think the big thing we need to try to do better this season, and hopefully we can do it better and better, is stop conceding these odd goals. The strange thing this season, I think in many ways we maybe defended better as a team. If you look at expected goals against, if you look at touches in our box, if you look at shots, we are top 2, I think. But for whatever reason, we conceded a lot of strange goals, and I think it was one of them too today. Yeah, that's it, I think.
So what happened with the goal? I mean, would you blame Mads or David? I mean, there's been no communication that Mads and David was there. How did you see it?
I think it's one of those where I will not blame any of them, but of course it looks like the communication could have been earlier, quicker, or better between the two of them. But even after Mads decided to stop the ball and play forward, there was no danger. So it was not like then he decided to play Christian, which I understand he did in that situation. The Huddersfield player was maybe 2-3 yards behind him, so it should be a safe bounce pass. But the Huddersfield player just saw it early and pressed forward good. And then, O'Brien got the ball, but it is, I know he showed, but he's not aiming to put it the other side. I'm 100% sure he didn't do that. And then it was in the back of the net.
What did you say at half time? Because the start of the second half, we really looked much livelier than we had in most of the first half.
No, I think we all knew that we could do even more second half. So we adjusted a few things, did a little bit more rotation central, had the winger even closer to Ivan, and then we knew that we had a tempo that they couldn't cope with if we continually play quick, hand on the ball, quick throw-ins, which also simplifies with the goal. It was a quick throw-in. So I think that was good, but I still lacked quality coolness to bank them in the final third. I think we have that, but for whatever reason, we didn't do that enough second half.
And how big a blow do you think this is to catching Watford? The third draw in a row now.
Yeah, I think it's. I think that if you look at the last 3 games, I think we performed to get 9 points. If you look objective on the chances and the situation and the way the game went. For whatever reason, we only have 3, but we need to look at our performance, what we have done well, adjust the things we didn't do that well, keeping the noise away from our heads and on to the next game. We know this is the championship. I think bigger surprises have happened.
And just finally on Henrik, we've tweeted he's got a knee injury. How is he?
He's good. He got a minor knee injury. That most likely also will keep him out for the Tuesday game, and then we'll see and assess him going forward.
Okay, thanks, Thomas.
You're welcome.
Thomas, could I just ask you, you say that this is the championship and we've enjoyed talking to you about the championship this season when you've been up north. Is it possible is it realistic to close down 9 points in any division over 8 games?
I think it is. I think we've seen that a lot of seasons in championship, in other divisions, and especially in championship, because the difference between teams are not that big. It's something different in the Premier League, where especially City, this year Liverpool, they are so superior, so they don't lose the odd points. it happens in championship. But again, we can only focus on ourselves. I don't know exact stats, but Watford have been extremely good to win a lot of games. I don't think that can continue. And if it do, it's just, you know, applause and say well done.
Is the biggest challenge to keep your players believing rather than actually the quality of the football that you play?
No, I don't think so. Actually, I think the biggest challenge is to get the margins onto our side. If you look at the game today, it's a good example. You know, it's 1 inch or 2 inches from the very good finish from Ivan. Then it's 2-1, and then we're most likely going to win it. I think there's a penalty today. You know, I understand that it's difficult to see it. It's those situations that need to drop a little bit more to us. Then we can be on a good run. So that I sense the massive belief in the group. You can see again 3 good performances that should have been wins. And we just need to keep doing the right thing every game.
Will last year, just finally for me, will last year's experience help you in this final sort of 8 or 10, 11 games, whatever it might be?
Yeah, 100% agree. I'm not in doubt that it will help us. It will. I'm not in doubt about that. That we need to attack every game, and I think we have attacked every game and keep believing and take it one game at a time and know that things can happen.
Thank you.